Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Music Mondays. It's your boy Zom Slays. I hope you're well. I hope you're chilling. Hope you had a good week. This is episode 83 of the Music Mondays podcast. What is good, man? It is August 22nd, 2022. I'm chilling. I'm good. Been grinding, getting a lot of work done. Music Mondays, my artists, a whole lot of projects going on right now. So let's break this down, man. Updates. Let's talk. So, episode 82 of the Music Mondays podcast is available on all platforms. Of course, on our YouTube channel, it is available on all audio platforms as well. If you listen to podcasts on the go, it's on Apple Music, Spotify, Google Podcasts, all the good stuff. And of course, like I said, full VOD is available on our YouTube channel. Definitely go run that up. Go check that out. Episode 82 was, of course, another banger. Lots of good stuff in there. Lots of good music videos last week. Go show some love to that for sure. SoundCloud Sunday, volume 44 is available on our SoundCloud as well. If you haven't seen that, make sure you go check that out. Curated by myself, Dr. Freon, Waterfalls, and Tone Deaf, all of the Music Monday staff team. It's a longer one, but we're really getting into like the nitty gritty of SoundCloud Sunday and like what the purpose is of that playlist. And it's truly like all of the latest unheard underground independent music. Like it truly is, from instrumentals to alternatives to Jesus Christ, like everything is on there. We get a lot of good sources. Our curators are not only artists themselves, but they're very tapped in with the scene and, you know, really understand what kind of people really need to be shown spotlight and what kind of people really deserve some love on a playlist like SoundCloud Sunday. So volume 44 is definitely a new chapter for SoundCloud Sunday. It's a really, really good one. Go check that out. That was curated by 4 of us, like I said. So there's a lot of good stuff on there. And huge shout out to anybody that submitted. Show love to that. Thank you. There's a new YouTube video available on our channel. This was kind of an interesting one, right? I sort of spoke about Cyberfest last week and really detailed, a short background on Cyberfest and what that concept sort of means to me, how I came up with it, what its relevance in Music Mondays is. It's really a lot of important shit. So if you're interested in learning a little bit of a backstory on Cyberfest and you're like, damn, what the fuck is good with that? Definitely go check that out, because there are so many people that had no idea what a URL show was, or a Discord festival, or an online show, a virtual show. Like, nobody really like understood those concepts, which was kind of crazy to me, because like I said in the video, like at the beginning of COVID, a lot of the virtual stuff really became like relevant, and it kind of just dropped off the face of the earth after the first wave of COVID, and people started adjusting to life again, and everybody sort of really ditched the virtual idea. So that's why there's this whole new wave of artists that have zero fucking idea what it's like to attend a URL show, perform at one, and really just get involved. So shit like that is really important to not only me, but Music Mondays as a platform, right? Because we're not only a virtual online media platform, but myself and a lot of the staff team have enough experience to where when Music Mondays is ready for shows, will be good, like real in-person shows. So we're gonna continue growing both. You know what I mean? Virtual shows and real shows. But the virtual experience is really to um, show everyone what's possible and really test the waters and really bring people together for the first time. So Cyberfest is really important. Um, Events like this will be far in between, but they won't be the last, right? Um, Stuff like this is going to be happening pretty often for Music Mondays. Um, but this first one is really going to be just more of a celebration and really to give everyone the ability to connect. And I'm super excited about it, man. So we're about, I'd say like a week and like 4 days away from Cyberfest. So a couple things will be coming. Expect a brand new Cyberfest trailer. Another mini sort of Cyberfest announcement with a new flyer, and really get everybody's everybody's attention, to be honest with you. So if you want to attend Cyberfest, if you want to get involved with Cyberfest, it'll be taking place in the Music Mondays Discord. Make sure you join that. You can do !MM in the chat, or you can check the Music Mondays links, and a Discord invite will be available there. We'll also be streaming the festival on Twitch here as well, the home of the Music Mondays podcast. So make sure you're following this channel on Twitch, because we'll be streaming pretty much the whole show from 3 p.m. to midnight Eastern Standard Time. And then yeah, so it's really going to be something to, you know, I don't want to say change the underground, but really reignite a lot of the passion, and it's going to be a really good time. So like I said, if you want to get involved, if you want to attend, if you want to find out more information about future shows, make sure you join the Music Mondays Discord. Follow us on all platforms at All Music Mondays, or you can check the bottom right of your screen. We're available pretty much everywhere. So, Cyberfest is close, man. But other than that, we have a decent amount of August content coming for you. Underground Classics Volume 2, which I spoke a little bit about last week. It will be dropping Volume 2 this month. It is curated by Dr. Freon, our staff team curator. And Underground Classics Volume 2 was a concept that first dropped last month in July. And it's basically completely different from SoundCloud Sunday or any of our other playlists. Underground Classics are playlists compiled of staff team picks that really resonate with them as Underground Classics, stuff that got them into the underground. You know, tracks that they consider to be, you know, their inspiration. And we have Volume 1 out right now with Raylo. Ray curated a really great playlist of their early inspirations and what got them exposed to the underground. And this month we'll be dropping Volume 2 with Dr. Freon, so be on the lookout for that. Make sure you follow us on SoundCloud. Lots of really good stuff over there, like a lot. So go check that out. And of course, Feature Friday and Workshop Wednesday, our two new series, which we started last month as well. Huge shout out to our first two guests, a producer by the name of Kale and an artist by the name of Lord Heretic. Now, Feature Friday is our brand new segment where we pretty much do a one-on-one with artists. We interview them, we shoot the shit, we talk about their career, their future, things like that. And we basically feature them on the Music Mondays podcast. But of course, instead of a Monday, it's a Friday, Feature Friday. So, in relation to that, we have Workshop Wednesday. Now, Workshop Wednesday is a little bit different. That's more of a concept where we bring on producers, engineers, even artists to really break down how they record, mix, create a beat, cook up pretty much everything that they do. Shit, like even a digital artist, like Workshop Wednesday, like we could have them share their screen, watch them basically create and have them explain their process, walk us through stuff. And it's basically like a workshop. So Workshop Wednesday. Expect both a Feature Friday and Workshop Wednesday this month leading into September. I really like those concepts. I'm not gonna lie to you. Those are some concepts that I really fuck with for sure. Now, we have a brand new article live on the Music Mondays website. It was written by Ray Lowe. He interviewed an artist by the name of Kai Whiston. Kai was an artist that Ray had a lot of passion for. Ray really sort of dove into their early career, their personal life. Kai is an artist based out of the UK as well, so that's sort of a more obscure area of music that doesn't really get covered in the Western underground scene. So I'm really happy to be able to expand into UK and European territories and really expand out east and really understand their culture of underground music, right? Like shit like that is really, really dope. Like really, really fucking dope. So go check out this brand new Kai Whiston article by our staff team writer Ray Lowe. It's a really wonderful article, short, sweet, to the point. It's a good read. It's definitely a good read. So go check that out at allmusicmondays.com. Go show the homepage some love. Lots of good reads on there. I think we hit, oh my god, like it's been crazy because we've been like pumping through articles and shit like that, but man, like we have at least 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13, yeah, like we have over 30 articles, or just about 30, and that's only been in the past like 3 months, you know what I mean? So me and Ray and a couple of former staff writers really went crazy. So go check out those articles. Lots of good stuff on the Music Mondays homepage. So, like I said, basically, I'm just grinding, man. Getting ready for Cyberfest, making sure all the artists are good, making sure the event's gonna be good. Once Cyberfest really comes down, we're gonna move into other Music Mondays concepts and things like that. But for right now, the platform's full attention is on Cyberfest. Of course, regular content will resume as normal, like I said. All of our series, all of our playlists, of course, the podcast, you're watching it now, everything will resume as normal. But we'll start introducing new stuff after the show. So, yeah, like I said, that's about it for updates, man. Lots of good stuff went down this week. Expect a lot of good content this week. And I have sort of something I really thought about before I really went live with the show, and it was sort of like something that I had always encountered, but I don't know how I didn't really speak about this on the show. So before we get into reviews, we're going to talk about a concept and sort of like a problem I've noticed in the recent years, right? Because as many of you know, I've been listening to underground music since probably 2012, 2013. I've been creating my own music since 2017. I've been a writer since 2018. So I've been in the scene for quite a while, right? There are a few of us that have been around the block, really worked, and really created a lot of great libraries and resumes for ourselves. And this was sort of something that you, like, I guess, saw in, earlier years, like 3, 4, 5 years ago. But now I just see it so fucking much. And what I'm talking about is people getting banned on social media, people getting their profiles deleted, people doing all types of crazy shit. And this is really like a concept that I think needs to be spoken about because, I tweeted a little bit about it, but it's kind of hard to convey proper thoughts through just text or an article, right? Sometimes subjects like this really need to be spoken about. So what I'm really talking about here is getting banned on social media, right? Getting your profiles deleted, doing all that crazy shit. And I see it so fucking much. And one of the number one cases is when people want to submit to Music Mondays. And we curate through Twitter. We curate through the podcast. We curate through SoundCloud Sunday. And like everything is through our Twitter because it's the easiest platform to be able to maneuver through, right? Like people can comment under our posts with links. People can do a lot more on Twitter. It's very accessible and very user friendly when it comes to what we do. So it not only helps grow our platform, but it helps grow artist platforms as well on Twitter. It's always been that way, and it's been very beneficial for everyone. And we've always curated through Twitter, and I always run into the problem where people are like, "Fuck, dude, I got my Twitter banned. I got this, I got that," and it's just like, dude, like that, like, look. Before I even go any further, right? Those of you who have known me for years, Waterfalls, so many other artists that have known me and seen me throughout the years, right? Like, I'm no stranger to beef, you know what I mean? Like, if you're doing some crazy shit, if you're coming at my artists, coming at my friends, coming at my platform, I have no problem telling you you're a fucking pussy. Like, that's not really the issue here. The issue lies in really picking and choosing your battles when it comes to moving on social media. And I think a lot of people get it fucked up because people act like social media is real life sometimes. And somebody says some outlandish, crazy shit on the internet and they're like, yeah, fuck your mother, da da da. Like, bro, I've had people talk about my dead friends on the internet. I've had people say the crazy shit about my family on the internet. And nobody has ever, not once, never, said anything like that to my fucking face. Whether it be in my city, outside of my city, anywhere like that. So when it comes to that like weird internet shit, right? Like, if you're an artist, you're a creative, you have a platform, you're trying to grow a platform, do not sacrifice your platform, your career, the potential for new things to happen to you for some lame fucking internet beef from randoms. Like 90% of the time, people who say crazy shit to you are randoms, right? They're people that don't need your attention in real life, outside of real life, doesn't matter. You know what I mean? Like, that's just energy wasted. But I see so many artists run into the issue where they're getting mass reported, they're getting fucking, all this other shit. And believe me, like, as a social media manager for over 5 years, I get it. Terms of service, algorithms, social media security, it's all a lot of bullshit sometimes. Like, I've seen people lose their accounts for just simply changing their age because they've made their accounts before they were 13, whether it be on Twitch, Twitter, things like that. Like, I've seen multiple cases of this. And I get it, it's bullshit. But the problem is when you, like, take that a step further, right? Like, there's already other bullshit on social media you gotta watch out for when you're trying to grow a platform. But when you're also on there beefing, saying crazy shit, giving people attention that don't need it, and then they turn around and want to beef more because they don't have anything going for them, you're sacrificing your time, your career, your platform for somebody else that has no idea what you're doing. You know what I mean? Like, they don't understand the gravity of what you're doing. And it results in some bullshit where your account gets fucking banned because, you might not even be in the wrong, but just because, of terms of service and algorithm and da 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 da, your shit's gonna get fried. You know what I mean? Like, people are weird. We know this. You know what I mean? Like, if you've been around the internet for a long enough time, the internet's fucking weird. Like we all know this. But there comes a time where you like gotta filter yourself, and like not in a bad way. You just gotta understand that this is my platform for my art. And if you want like a shitpost account, you want an alternate account, you want like a casual account to go fucking talk shit to people, do it. You know what I mean? But have that for yourself. You know what I mean? Like, take pride in what you're growing. Don't fucking let anybody trick you out of that shit. You know what I mean? Because I've seen it way too much where people are like, damn, I lost this account. Damn, I lost that account. Oh, I got banned here. And it's just like, how, like, you can't let that shit be more important than what you're doing. Right? Like, people will drop music and then go instantly start beef on the timeline or quote tweet a bunch of shit and da 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 da. And sometimes you beef with the wrong people and they fucking mass report your shit, and then boom, you're toast. Your account's fucking toast, and you gotta fucking get on your knees to whoever to get your account back. And it's fucking whack. So my suggestion, and a lot of other people's suggestions that have been around that, it's not even worth it. You know what I mean? It's not even worth it because you're not there to socialize. You know what I mean? This is not high school. This is not fucking, you know, or some Reddit feed. Like, this is your career. So treat it like it's your fucking career. You see what I'm saying? So that was something that I never really spoke about in the past, which I was kind of surprised about. But it's an important concept, right? Because like I said, like I'm not foreign to beef. I'm not foreign to fucking people criticizing what I do. And believe me, I get it. You know what I mean? Like people are weird. People are fucking weird. But like 75% of the time it's just not worth it. You know what I mean? Like they're randoms. Take the engagement for what it is. Leave a like on it and mute them, block them, go about your day. You know what I mean? Like nobody's gonna give you props for like your social media beef. You know what I mean? 90% of listeners and your mutuals are gonna look at that like, oh Jesus Christ, unless it's some real crazy shit. You know what I mean? Like people will cross that line once in a while where it's like, okay, like let's get this guy the fuck out of here. But more often than not, it's just bullshit. You know what I mean? It's not worth getting your shit taken down, banned, this, that, and the third. People start copyrighting your bullshit. Bro, fuck them. People have like real problems with you. They'll see you in real life. Like this internet shit is not worth it when it comes to building your career. That should always come first. Um, Always. Especially if you're making money from this shit. You know what I mean? If you're selling beats, you're selling features, you're a Twitch streamer, whatever the fuck you're doing. Like, especially if you're making money off this shit. Like, you'd be fucking stupid to literally put that in jeopardy. Stupid. And I have no sympathy for people like that. You know what I mean? Like that, like all that tells me is that you're taking some internet shit more serious than your actual career that you like worked hard on. You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck is that? So, with that said, man, move accordingly. Like, and it doesn't mean you're a bitch. Like, it doesn't mean you're soft, this, and the third. Bro, block, delete, keep it moving. Like, unless it's some crazy shit, fuck them. Like, I had a video uploaded on the channel not too long ago about local support, and it's the same thing. Like, these people will never understand what you're doing, you know what I mean? Like, and if it's another artist, even them, they don't understand it because they're out here doing what I'm saying not to do. You know what I mean? A perfect example is another artist beefing with another artist. And they're putting their shit in fucking jeopardy. You know what I mean? So, be yourself, but just be mindful of, all the weird shit out there, I wouldn't say fucking filter yourself and, change yourself. Just move accordingly. Just watch out for the weirdos, you know what I mean? If there's weirdos out there, steer clear and just go the other way, you know what I mean? And it's not even about a pride thing, because there's no fucking leaderboard for internet beef, you know what I mean? Nobody cares. Nobody fucking cares. You know, they might laugh at it, this and a third, but who gives a fuck? You know what I mean? Because if some serious shit goes down, you lose your account, this and a third, you know, that shit sucks way more than some pussy ass internet beef that you could have just avoided from a random that you're never gonna see in real life. You know what I mean? And then if you do, you'll handle it in real life, not on the fucking internet. That's not where problems get solved. You know? So fuck them. Truly, fuck them. And don't get too deep into that shit if you're, a new artist, or, you struggle with that. Because I was definitely a person who struggled with that, I was definitely a person who really, um, I wouldn't, like, go out of my way to beef, but if somebody was, like, beefing with my homies or this, that, and a third, like, I would definitely go out the way to fucking roast them, for sure, you know? Um, but eventually you learn that a lot of these randoms and shit and, like, fake supporters and like new people just don't fucking get it, So 9,000% not worth it. Just not. So definitely a subject I wanted to speak on, and definitely an important one for sure. Because I get it, you know what I mean? I do. So, and especially as a manager for multiple artists, I definitely understand a couple different ends of it. Not only my own, but other people's ends too. So with that said, just do good. Keep fucking on your toes, and don't change for anybody, man. But just watch out for weirdos. So, let's get right into fucking reviews, because that is what we're here for, and that is what we got coming up next. So, as you guys know, Submissions go live every Tuesday after the show. Now, of course, today's Monday. So, essentially, what will happen is after the show goes offline, the following Tuesday, you'll be able to submit for next week's show, and you'll have just about a week, 6.5 days or so, to submit your track for the next week's show. And of course, the tweets look the same every week. Artists and creatives submissions are open for live reviews on Music Mondays, live on 8/22/22, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, twitch.tv/ZonPlays, which is here and now. If you'd like to submit your music, artwork, fashion, or digital creations, drop your links and portfolios below. All our forms are welcome. Now, of course, as you guys know, contrary to our name, we react and review pretty much all types of content here on Music Mondays, from media to vocals, instrumentals, music videos, digital art, real art, websites, merchandise, clothing, like you name it. In 83 episodes, we've reviewed just about everything. So if you feel like you're worthy and want to get some spotlight shown on you, you want me to react, you want our guests to react, feel free to submit your work. Now, of course, Music Mondays is not a platform that requires payment for a submission. We never will. It's just not something that I do. I spoke a little bit about that on episode 82, so go check that out. Actually, there's like a whole video about it on the Music Mondays channel. But yeah, we do not take money for submissions. We never will. We'll never take money for playlists, articles, things like that. You know, our staff members are free to make their money however they want to make their money, but Music Mondays will never be a platform that really takes from artists like that. If you're ever curious on how to support Music Mondays, feel free to sub to this channel. Feel free to stream us on Spotify and things like that. Stream the podcast wherever you can. And just show us some love. That's all we ask. Now, like I said, the only thing that we do require, since we don't require payment and we never will require payment, just follow Music Mondays on Twitter, as it helps grow the platform and helps pay respect to the people that do follow the platform, do submit every week, and it really helps everybody grow. So that's the only thing that we do ask, is that you follow us on Twitter. And of course, submissions close about a couple hours before the show starts. You have just about like 6.5 days to get your submissions in. So make sure you're following us on Twitter. You'll be notified via Instagram and things like that as well. So feel free to follow us on any social and you'll be notified instantly. And of course, make sure you're in the Discord for not only Cyberfest, but for the latest Music Mondays updates. Now, we have a decent amount of submissions. Not as much as normal. I know everybody's preparing for shows and things like that. Things have been really busy around the Music Mondays community. So we have a couple of submissions here, and we're going to talk about a few things. And then if we have some time at the end, I have something we can react to. That'll be a decent piece of content. It'll be really fun. But before all that, let's get our reviews in. So, first off, we got the homie Absono. You guys know how I feel about Absono, but if you're not familiar, Absono is a producer that I really have a lot of respect for in terms of actually being a producer. Absono has quite the platform, really pushes their own instrumentals, releases music on their own, collabs, and really just treats themselves like an artist and a musician. You know, producers really need to respect themselves more, and Absono is one that definitely treats himself like an actual artist, and it's really, really dope to see. So this week, they submitted a track titled Vince Carter, and I assume it's an exclusive unreleased track, so we definitely gotta check this one out. So what we're gonna do, we'll pop it open in a new Tabaroonie. Yeah, exclusive unreleased Music Mondays premiere from Absono. Let's get it. So they submitted a track titled Vince Carter, man. Let's check it out. This is sick. This ride is about to be crazy. Yep. Oh, that fade was good. That fade was really good. Okay, man. Okay. Someone's really coming with the fucking boom bap this week. I fuck with this a lot. Definitely has like a good New York feel to it. Like it's mad funny this got submitted because last night I was listening to some real like old school classic fucking New York shit. Me and my homie was listening to some fucking just crazy shit, and I was like, yo, this has like this nasty, gritty like boom bap New York sound, and this is similar to it. So yeah, let's break this down. Obviously, no vocals, so we're gonna talk about two things. We're gonna talk about the instrumental, and we're gonna talk about the overall theme of Vince Carter. Um, instrumentally, I fuck with this mix a lot. It has more of a different style. Absono has more like a crisp, tight style, but this one's a little bit more loose. It's got a little bit more like almost like lo-fi swag to it. It's got a little bit of like, I don't know, just like classical feel to it. So I like the mixing direction a lot. Everything's really solid still though. Nothing's clashing, too overbearing. But to be expected from an Absono mix. Pretty standard. You can always expect that. Now, sound selection was great. Really kept up with like the classical feel, if you will. Definitely just was very, you know, late '90s, maybe even mid '90s. Kept like the very like Bronx kind of feel, honestly. So the sound selection was great. Now, I think a shining star here for me is 100% the structure. The structure was great. I really feel like Absono is, sometimes, you know, um, sort of standard with their structures, and then this one was more, there's a little bit of variety in here. You know what I mean? Like the break towards the end, and then the rise back up, and then the slow fade out outro was like a really nice touch to like a classical kind of boom bap track like this. So this is something that I could really see being released like as a single, just because the structure is so catchy. Um, it definitely keeps you sort of like audibly entertained. It's sort of telling a story, which like most instrumentals is always a goal. So structure, big big ups. Um, Now let's talk a little bit about the theme here. Now the title Vince Carter, other than the obvious, um, I would say it really does give you that sort of like classical kind of like grimy boom bap feel. You know, you could even see somebody like Lloyd Banks on this. Like Lloyd Banks could like eat some shit like this the fuck up. You know what I mean? Like that's the thing I really like about this is like theme wise, I really feel like it's like a modern take on boom bap. And that's one thing I'll always say about Epsono is Epsono can really do like any style, but you can really tell that Absono takes like any style and just puts a really good spin on it, a really good raw original spin. So you have a little bit of new techniques and new structure in here mixed with sort of like a classical sound, and it's really really dope. And of course, aesthetically, not much to go on here because exclusive unreleased track, so no cover art yet. But you know, you can always expect some really dope shit from Absono. But yeah, Vince Carter is definitely a bop. I would definitely recommend releasing this as a single. This is for sure a chill track to just kick back and smoke to. You know, this is a really good, even like freestyle kind of beat. You could do some shit with this, so I fuck with this a lot. Um, huge shout out to Epsono. Thank you for the submission, homie. Much love. Make sure you follow Epsono on SoundCloud. For away from 30 followers, man, go show him some love. And of course, make sure you follow Absono on Twitter at ProdAbsono. Absono is 4 away from 310, man. 4 away. Go show him some love. And of course, every artist featured in today's episode and every episode will be linked in the description when a YouTube re-upload. And I think we're like 1 subscriber away from 60 subscribers on the Music Mondays YouTube channel. So go subscribe if you haven't already. And if you have, thank you. We upload 2 times a week, exclusive segments, full podcast episodes, exclusive tracks, a lot of good stuff on there. Go show us some love. Go show those artists some love. Let's get back into it. So, up next, we got the homie Bloodcat, man. You know, there is way too much to say about Bloodcat. Bloodcat is really one of the most unique artists I've come across this year on Music Mondays, bar none. I'm a huge fan of their work, huge fan of their visuals. We recently had an interview that was a really dope read. And Bloodcat's just one of those community members in the underground that really, it's just such a pleasure to have around, you know, between their attitude, their work ethic, and their creativity to be able to just put out so much work. It's always inspiring to see, always. So, this week they submitted a track titled BB Cat. I'm interested. Let's check this out. So of course, pop it open a new tab. This cover goes fucking crazy. Now this is something. This is fucking something. I just like how like simplistic it is, but it's the quality that really tops it off for me. I really feel like the quality is something else. Well done. Oh shit, we got some lyrics in the description. We love that. Okay. So let's check this out. Bloodcat, BB Cat, Prod, Jacob Valen.
I'll be your baby boy tonight. I'll be your baby boy. I'll be your baby boy tonight. The way that you hold me, I know it's alright. I'll be your baby boy tonight. 'Cause I don't feel safe all alone in the night. I said I'm dying, and you said I know. So you ride on top while you watch me let go. I'll be your baby boy tonight. 'Cause everything's different without me, I know. You say you love me, and that makes me scared. It's hard to feel something when there's nothing there. It's hard when you're fucking the only ones there who tell you it's better to keep you alive. I'll be your baby girl tonight. The way that you touch me, I feel so alive. I'll be your baby girl tonight. 'Cause I need somebody to hate when you say you're dying, and I say I know. Will you hold me close while I watch you let go? I'll be your baby girl tonight. 'Cause everything's different without you, I know. You say you love me, and that makes me scared. It's hard to feel something when there's nothing there. It's hard when you're fucking the only ones there who tell you it's better to keep you alive. You say you love me, and that makes me scared. It's hard to feel something when there's nothing there. It's hard when you're fucking the only ones there who tell you it's better.
Yeesh. Holy shit. Wow. What the fuck? What the fuck, man? What a fucking ballad from Bloodcat, man. That was awesome. That was quite the pleasure. So, lots to dive into here. Let's break this down. We're gonna talk about three things. We're gonna talk about the instrumental. We're talking about vocals. We're gonna talk about the overall theme of BB Cat. So, right off rip, this instrumental is amazing. You know what I mean? And this is really sometimes, a tough style of instrumental to do if you don't really have a vision for it, right? I feel like it takes, some degree of skill to be able to, construct a song this well on such a simple yet powerful instrumental. So I think Jacob did a fucking excellent job when it comes to this. The melody is just so unique and it's so well done when it comes to being like climactic yet simple. So really a great instrumental choice considering the subject matter. I think a Bloodcat did really well in this choice for sure. But holy fuck, the mix is well done as well. The vocals sit really well on it. It's very wide. It has like a very like theatrical feel to it as well. It's really well done. Really well done. So the instrumental is solid, like without a doubt. This is like the perfect sort of style when it comes to this almost poetic lyricism and style of writing. So let's talk about vocals here, man. Bloodcat's vocals here are nothing short of just really powerful. Like they're so effective. When it comes to combining them with the lyrics. Like the mix is just fucking it's just so probably one of the most like make you feel it Bloodcat songs that there are for sure. We reviewed quite the amount of emotional tracks of Bloodcat. We've reviewed a whole lot of alternative styles, a whole lot of genre mixes, a whole lot of like great styles from Bloodcat, but when it comes to the more emotional side of things, this has got to be one of the most emotional, bar none. So performance and recording is just out of this world. Definitely a huge fan of this. This is definitely one of those tracks where you just like one of those songs that hurts in like a good way if you're going through it. You know what I mean? Like say you were going through it and you needed something to like, make you feel that pain because you were like super numb. This is definitely one of those songs as far as the writing goes that has the ability to do that. And then you combine it with, the performance, the recording, the whole cadence and attitude of Bloodcat on this song, you get a real emotion filled track. Definitely a leading scorer in emotional Bloodcat tracks for sure. The vocals are fucking great here, man. A lyrics and description was a great touch. Definitely something good for listeners, good for the future, good for the library. Just a track that is so well written and poetic that, you gotta have some lyrics in there. You know what I mean? Like, just to be able to get your point across that much more. As if like vocals and things like that weren't enough. I feel like lyrics in description was a nice touch to be able to really really just read out what Bloodcat is really putting on the table here. So vocals are fucking amazing. Writing is definitely another shining star for me. I love the way that this is written. I love the fashion that it's written in. I love the performance of it. Bloodcat has always been a super talented writer and vocalist when it comes to making emotion-filled music. So let's talk about the theme here. Aesthetically, definitely up there for one of my favorite Bloodcat covers for sure. The minimalistic style really does it for me, but on top of that though, um the fact that it's just like a CD in like a bag, right? And you get this like emotion filled track. You know what I mean? It kind of it's super symbolic. That's what I will say. It's super symbolic, sort of like here's this CD I made you. Here's this CD of like emotion crazy filled tracks. Here's this CD of classics. Like this could be so many meanings. Um but it's just done in like such a good way. Super minimalist. Track title at the bottom. It's really well done. Really well done. Definitely up there for one of my favorite of Bloodcat aesthetics for sure. Now, the overall theme, man, relatively obvious, but almost more of like a message and like a ballad, and definitely like one of those tracks that if you hear it and you relate to it, you'll like always remember it. You know what I mean? Like sometimes you'll hear tracks, you know, even if you're an artist, you could listen to somebody else's music and you'll hear tracks and you're like, holy shit, I resonate so fucking hard with this fucking song. You know what I mean? You're like, damn, this really fucking hit me in the soul. This is one of those tracks where I feel like if you hear it for the first time and you relate to it, you'll never forget it. You know? And definitely one for the library, one truly for, you know, it's just like such a great piece to go in the Bloodcat collection, in my opinion. Such a great piece. And there's so many more that relate to it, but this is definitely one of the most unique and one of the most well done. Absolutely. So, with that said, huge shout out to Bloodcat. Thank you for the submission, homie. Much, much motherfucking love. Bloodcat is super close to 1.2, man. Go show him some love on SoundCloud. And of course, make sure you follow Lil Skunky Raps on Twitter at Lil Skunky Raps. 5 motherfucking followers away from 50 followers, man. So, per usual, every artist featured in today's episode and every episode will be linked in the description of the YouTube re-upload. And of course, subscribe to the Music Mondays YouTube channel if you haven't already. We are, I think, like 1 or 2 subscribers away from 60. So, go show us some love, man. We upload 2 times a week, full podcast episodes. Exclusive Music Monday segments, full songs, exclusive songs, a whole lot of good stuff on there. Make sure you go show us some love, man. So I think I want to say this might be a music video for our next submission, is it? Oh shit, nah, it's a lyric video. Okay. We got No Name Dread up next to the lyric video. All right, so excuse me. Here's what we'll do. I think Purge of Eden's submission is also audio. So we'll treat Dreads as a media submission. And I think Offspring submitted a TikTok, which I'm fucking hella interested in. So let's get this audio submission done, and then we'll go to Dreads, and then we'll go to Offsprings. So up next we got the homie Purge of Eden, man. Purge of Eden, actually, who just followed the stream. While I have the chance, thank you for the follow, homie. Welcome to stream. But yeah, Purge is an artist who has submitted to the Music Mondays podcast in the past, like maybe 1 or 2 times. Maybe 3 times actually, now that I think about it. But I'm a huge fan of Purge. Definitely an artist that has one of the most raw, unique styles. When it comes to making dark, alternative, trap styles, heavier styles, things like that. Just overall dark anthems, and I'm a really huge fan of it. But this week they submitted a track titled Merc. So let's definitely check this out. I'm gonna pop this open, a new tab, Rooney. Damn. Yeah, see, this is kind of like the darker, shit I'm talking about aesthetically too, right? I love this style, especially when it comes to independent music and underground music. Like, you just come up with the most raw shit when you have the ability to have creative freedom. And this is definitely, I have a feeling, a great cover to lead into what we're about to hear, for sure. So, oh shit, and we got lyrics and description too. Okay, more lyrics and description. All right, bet. So we'll definitely follow along there. So we got Purge of Eden, Merc, featuring Asher. Let's check this out.
This be that daily shit. Strangling it straight to abyss. Lost in the dark in the pits. Lost in my thoughts, isolated and shit. Trapped in mental, young and legit. Victim society, fuck all that shit. For the sobriety, I call a zip. Carry the pole, got extended for clip. Letting it rip in the snow. So cold, shots ring out, you can tell a nigga bold. Never know, keep it 10 toes, niggas never fold. But the foes always in the fold, even in the cold. Hey, niggas know me. Pull up in the V, we can keep it low key. And I'm never gonna flee. Cause I wanna murder. I wanna run them down, leave them in dirt. Stabbing, but leaving him bloody and cursed. Blade in his neck if he get on my nerves. Said I wanna murder. I wanna gun him down, leave him in a hearse. Run up on him, smash his face on the curb. Pussy nigga, promise you will get hurt.
Yeah, 40 ounce of noise to dash. The devil's mask is plastered all along the glasses he fronts. Bags and cashing on the wheels and lemon tracks. The size with max intense. The end is both his hands. He knew the band was faded to rush. Might as well flow with focus. Flash of Panther had him cut. Young ones never formed. They only form up and on to whatever sunk in palm in the place I tucked in. Age 11, some cold body. The same day he was chained for a storm robbery. No light. Shown from his mother, shown for his brother. In his face, a absent father she sees, but his brother knew him rough. And he knew pigskin was brother's car, but it's funny how life goes. Brothers roll like times of old, but the road he let got his brother's soul invoking more murder. Lord of the gods, what he do? Permanent chill on the eyelids. Permanent chill, you can't stop it. Locked in, murder. Soul to soul, never change shit. Permanent chill where his conscience. He's a permanent chill on his off skin, and it's all spins.
That was tough as fuck, man. That was tough as fuck, bro. Jesus. What the fuck, bro? See, that's what I'm talking about, bro. Like, Purge has like one of the best styles when it comes to like alternative darker trap styles. Holy fuck, man. It really has like that sort of graveyard kind of feel to it, and the style I really admired that Purge really just kills. Like absolutely fucking kills. So a lot to discuss here, for sure. So let's break this down. We're gonna talk about three things. We're gonna talk about the instrumental, we're gonna talk about vocals, and talk about the overall theme of Merc. So, instrumentally, I think this producer Sam did an excellent fucking job. Like an excellent fucking job. This is like it's like got that sort of feeling of a collab instrumental, but it's not. And that's what's really nuts. I feel like sometimes you only hear beats like these and they're usually the result of a collab. And in the fact that this is a solo instrumental and it has this dark, really just I think the melody really does it for me, to be honest with you, because it lays a great foundation for these drums that go fucking insane. Sound selection has a really big part to play in it, but it's like such dark trap with like this sort of like, you know, almost horror undertone and like this aggressive drum pattern, and it really makes for a good instrumental if you're gonna make what Purge made on this. You know what I mean? It's really symbolic. So yeah, instrumentally this is fucking crazy. I really enjoyed the beat choice here, for sure. I feel like this fit Purge really well. Not a lot of artists can really take beats like this and do what Purge did. At least do it well. Definitely sort of like the style that really you know, is hard to come by that's done well, you know? So I think Purge did a great job here. A great instrumental choice, and this producer did a great job too. So let's talk about vocals here. Purge's vocals are insane. I think Purge has one of my favorite vocal mixes when it comes to being unique. There are some artists that we've seen on the show that have their own style, and this is just another one that really like you can't really says sounds like anybody, you know what I mean? And the more that artists really like fine tune their style of mixing, their style of recording, like people just get better and better and more unique and just more raw. And I feel like Purge really sounds raw on this. So I love the mixing style when it comes to vocals, but the shining star is without a doubt when it comes to vocals, like is the writing. Like Purge's verse is like fucking crazy. In the last submission we had a Bloodcat, and it was more like a poetic lyricism. This is again poetic lyricism, but it's completely different subject matter, and it almost has that like eerie kind of like scripture sort of style, right? And it really like leaves you like, oh shit, like this is some dark shit. But it's not like super dark lyric matter, I guess. It's not like, you know, like it has this attitude to it where it's just a special kind of darkness. Like not a lot of people can capture this kind of darkness. It's like easy to say like crazy edgy shit, but to be able to like describe it and like really form it into words poetically and record it is like a whole other thing, you know what I mean? Because anybody can write some crazy shit and some bars, but to be able to write it in this style and perform it this way, almost like demonic, excellent, well fucking done. I think the style and the point in the writing definitely made its way across, without a doubt. I definitely think the point was there, and you could hear this one time and be like, oh shit, this is some dark ass shit, but it's hard as fuck. And of course, huge shout out Sam on the instrumental. So let's talk about Asher here. Now, definitely was on some duo shit with Purge. I think definitely complimented Purge's verse a lot. Brought almost a different style of writing and like really helped you visualize what Asher was talking about. But I really feel like it didn't stray too far away from what Purge was doing on this track already. So really a great feature on this track. I feel like Asher was able to do them and really be who they are as an artist, but definitely complimenting Purge at the same time, right? And I think when it comes to like a feature or, you know, any kind of collab or anything like that, I feel like that's all you can ask is somebody to do their thing but match what you're doing and like your energy. And this is a perfect example of that, you know what I mean? Because I don't think Asher really like tried to you know, do anything other than to compliment Purge, but also in like an Asher style. And I think that's like a really great thing to notice in a feature. So with that aside, I feel like this writing was a really a great change of pace when it comes to almost Purge's verse being dark and then Asher's verse being like visualizing and really almost poetic in a different way, I guess. Um Almost like fantasy writing, but not like unrealistic. It like had like a tone to it that like sort of felt ancient or like gave that like historic kind of vibe, right? I feel like say this was like two different time periods, like Purge would be like current time and then Asher would be like past time. Like I feel like these two verses really connect a lot, but also complement each other and really have their differences. So this was good, man. This was fucking good. Vocals were great. Let's talk about aesthetics here. Now, this cover is great. I'm a huge fan of like the whole CRT sort of like VHS kind of like um just really like old school kind of style. Um I've always been a fan of analog shit, right? Whether it be VHS, anything like that, like all sorts of analog stuff is really really fucking dope. And this reminds me of that, you know what I mean? It really brings that like horror kind of like analog found footage feel to it. So this cover, well done. Aesthetics are on point. Obviously track title Merc. The overall theme of the track is, you know, get murked and really like a detailed breakdown of like um almost like a story and like a way to tell, you know, what artists feel in certain situations, right? Because you have emotional, you have anger, you have a lot of like crazy stuff. And I think, you know, the regular emotions that people go through, artists are able to take those and really convey them in a way where it's like, okay, like you're gonna feel what I'm feeling right now. And this is just dark enough to feel, you know, the anger, feel the darkness, feel like the almost hatred a little bit, you know what I mean? So the lyrics helped a lot when really making, you know, a new listener or a first time listener really react to this and be like, damn, that was hard as fuck, because you were really descriptive, you were fucking delivering like on point. Like I feel like tracks like this really hit home much more than artists realize. So well done, Purge. Well fucking done. And thank you for the submission, homie. Much motherfucking love. Make sure you follow Purge of Eden on SoundCloud. 4 away from 90. That's a good ass milestone. Go show him some love. Lots of good tracks on there. And of course, make sure you follow Purge of Eden on Twitter as well. 6 away from 170. That's another good milestone. Go show Purge some love, man. And of course, every artist featured in today's episode and every episode will be linked in the description of the YouTube re-upload. And make sure you subscribe to the Music Mondays YouTube channel if you haven't already. We're approaching 60 subscribers. We upload 2 times a week. Full podcast episodes, exclusive segments, exclusive tracks. A whole lot of good stuff on there, man. Go show us some love. Go show these artists some love. Let's fucking get it. Excellent fucking submissions, chat. Let's fucking go, man. Let's go. So, that does it for audio submissions. Let's move on to media. Now, this next media submission is a rare one. We've had a lot of No Name Dread tracks reviewed. We've reacted to so many. But this will be the first time we react to a lyric video, and I'm super, super excited. And No Name Dread is an artist I'm a huge fan of when it comes to their music and their grind and their work ethic. Dread is really just an artist that lets their art speak for themselves. You know what I mean? And speak it does. It really fucking does. So this week they submitted a lyric video, like I said, and it's titled Inside. And I'm severely interested in this. Like, I'm like, oh shit, let's go. So we got No Name Dread on YouTube. Let's get it. We're definitely cranking that on full volume. We'll go 720 on here. We'll full screen as well. Let's get into this. No Name Dread, Inside, and it's Prod Dread. Okay, August 20th. So what? 2 days old. Let's check this out.
Questioning my own mind. I'ma leave this place about time. Hard to trust, can't let you inside. I've been peddling, think that I need me some medicine, think that I need me some Benjamin. Always been hard to
Holy
settle in.
shit.
Catches my tune and sediment, deeper and deeper. I sink in the earth in the dark like a creeper. I'm not low first. My heart's gonna reaper, might get to me first. For some reason, kindness will leave my worst. Rip up my guts and I go berserk. Did what you did, now you gonna hurt. When I'm on the pills, I don't know my worth. When I'm coming down, I go to my worst. Rip up my guts and I go berserk. Did what you did, now you gonna hurt. When I'm on the pills, I don't know my worth. When I come down, I go to my worst. Love me.
What the fuck?
I used to be. I can get ugly. This dark is a part of me.
Nah.
I don't even love me. How could you trust me? I don't even trust me. How could they love me? I don't even love me. How could you trust me? I don't even trust me. Up in the morning, no sleep, no snoring, I'm passing.
What the fuck?
Always questioning my own mind. I'ma leave this place about time. Hard to trust, can't let you inside.
Nah, what the fuck? Ew. What? Dude. Yo. How is Dread just about to fucking drop that on us? What the fuck, bro? Yo. Alright, I'm not even about to say anything. Let's break this down ASAP Rocky. Okay. So we're gonna talk about three things here. We're gonna talk about the instrumental, we're gonna talk about vocals, and talk about the overall theme of Inside. What the fuck? So obviously Prod, No Name Dread, and Dread fucking went absolutely crazy on this. This is just such a fun instrumental. This is like such like a almost sort of like a dark video game like OST style, except it's mixed with like such a great sound selection when it comes to the drums. Really fast paced, really in your face, but doesn't have that like happy bounce to it. It has that sort of like groove bounce. It's like, okay, he's getting it. So this instrumental was fucking well done. Definitely on the more like alternative pop style, you know. I really like the style from Dread, so well done. This was mixed out of this world. Nothing clashing too overbearing or anything like that. The instrumental was 10 out of 10. I really was almost surprised at the style. I was like, wait a minute, what the fuck? Melody's definitely another great shining star here. Definitely always like, you know, listening to melodies and seeing if they're like super memorable. And this one definitely was, you know what I mean? Like it catches you right on beat. Like as soon as you hear this melody, you're like, oh shit. You know what I mean? You're like, fuck. So, fuck me, dude. Okay, the instrumental was great. Absolutely a fucking great start. Definitely caught me off guard, for sure. Now, let's talk a little bit about vocals here. Now, when it comes to vocals, man, vocals is like something that I immediately noticed. I was like, yo, what the fuck? These vocals are like, you know, we've heard a couple different mixing styles from Dread. We've heard but we've heard more of like the down pitch styles. We've heard more of the regular mixes. We've even heard sometimes up pitch mixes. But this mix was like, wow. You know what I mean? Like this mix was like super fucking unique, super well done when it comes to the delivery. I feel like this had to be such a good delivery when it comes to mixing like this, and Dread really fucking went above and beyond. You can just tell, you know what I mean? Like, we've reviewed classic tracks from Dread, newer tracks, you know, kind of new tracks, but this is just like unlike anything we've ever heard from Dread. This is fucking great. So the vocal mix is fucking awesome. I'm a huge fan of this style from Dread. I would definitely recommend doing more tracks like this, because this was just caught me off guard for one, and it was a fucking bop. So let's talk about the writing, right? Because we have a lyric video here, and I think that was a great touch, you know, for something like this, because it was such a fast-paced track. It was such a well done and detailed track. You know what I mean? Like, the hook was fucking well done and delivered greatly. And there was so many like, really like simple yet like effective punchlines and bars. Like, there really was like a lot of like simple and effective punchlines here. Like, and I was like, okay, like the Berserk line, like, and I feel, oh yeah, the creeper line, the creeper was great. See, if you didn't have a lyric video here, lines like that you would almost miss, right? Like, you'd be like, oh shit, like I didn't even catch that. But this was well done, so I feel like the lyric video was a nice touch to be able to put some more emphasis on how good this writing was. So this is perfect. The lyric video was great. I like this concept a lot. So definitely a shining star for me was the delivery and the writing and the vocal mix. Like, everything on here was fucking 10 out of 10. I am super impressed. This is great to react to. I didn't know what I was expecting when it comes to a lyric video, but this was fucking great. Such a cool direction for Dread to go in. Like really huge fan of this. So let's talk about the theme here inside, right? I mean, aesthetically we don't have a cover, but we do have the lyric video, and the lyric video was, like I said, 10 out of 10 touch. Like, just a great thing to do for any track. I'm glad it was for this one, because this track is fast paced. It comes at you a lot, and there are a lot of great hidden bars here that you would have never otherwise got unless it would have been like, you know, the next like 5 or 10 listens. But this, you're gonna get this fucking right off the rip. You know what I mean? Like, you're gonna get that like right off the rip, and you're like, oh shit. So I feel like the lyric video was such a nice touch when it comes to this track. Now, the theme of, you know, inside the track, man, you know, inside your mind, inside your heart, you know, there are a lot of inside kind of lines that really almost anybody can identify with. You know what I mean? And this is one of those tracks where it has such a broad audience, right? There are a lot of emotions in here that Dread writes about and delivers to us that a lot of people deal with every day. You know what I mean? And it's hard not to relate to a track like this. So it's like, damn, this is one of those where you're going to hear a line in this where it's going to resonate with you, and you're like, damn, I really fuck with this track for, you know, this line, or I really fuck with this track because it's like, damn, how'd you come up with that? And yet it's simple but effective. And I think that's what's really important here. This writing is super, not like simple, but it's so effective because it's like really capturing what Dread is feeling, to be completely honest with you. So, well fucking done. I feel like this track Inside is such a good single, such a good fucking track. I am super impressed with this Dread. Well fucking done. This was awesome to react to, truly. So, Dread might have a new YouTube channel, so if you haven't, make sure you go subscribe to No Name Dread, or if not, make sure you follow No Name Dread on SoundCloud as well, at No Name Dread. I'll drop a like because the shit was fire. And of course, make sure you follow No Name Dread on Twitter at No Name Dread1. Dread is 3 away from 105, man. That's a cool fucking little milestone there. And Dread actually hit 100, so let's go. Let's fucking go. And of course, make sure you follow every artist that's linked in the description of every YouTube upload, and subscribe to the Music Mondays YouTube channel if you haven't already. We are approaching 60 subscribers. We upload 2 times a week, exclusive Music Monday segments, full podcast uploads, exclusive tracks, a whole lot of good stuff's on the channel, man. Go show these artists some love. Go show the channel some love. And let's get back into it. Let's get it, chat. Let's fucking go. So I hope you're all well, man. I hope we're doing good on this fine Monday. And huge shout out to all these artists that did submit that are performing at Cyberfest as well. Bloodcat Epsono, I forgot to mention that. Those two will be performing sets at Cyberfest on September 2nd. So, if you're interested in coming to Cyberfest, performing at one of our next shows, things like that, make sure you go join the Music Mondays Discord. Make sure you follow us on social media at All Music Mondays. Yo, 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 King Mark Music. What's up, baby? I hope you're well. What's good, Mark? Welcome to the party. So, last but not least, man, we got the homie Offspring Mysterious, man. Offspring motherfucking Mysterious. But no YouTube upload this week. No track. We have a TikTok. And this is something that I've mentioned to Offspring a couple times, man. A couple times. And I'm excited to get into this. Like, what the fuck? We got a TikTok from Offspring, man. Let's go. So, the caption reads, "Fun fact, I nailed this shot on my first try." So we gotta open this in a new tab, of course. And we'll pause it. Nah, pause. Wait. Okay, cool. Okay. Sleepy. Yo, let's fucking get it, Mark. No worries, baby. No worries. It'd be like that. My mans need to rest up. So, Offspring is on TikTok, man. I am really happy for Offspring. Like, this was something that I really felt like Offspring would have super benefited from, and I'm really glad that Offspring is bringing their content, whether it be their music production, their writing, their art, their everything, to TikTok. This is perfect. You know what I mean? I feel like Offspring can really create some buzz, and really bring some underground independent content to this platform that's filled, with some other shit that we won't talk about. So, this is great. This is fucking great. Fill that shit up. So, I'm excited for this, man. And of course, as you guys know, Offspring is definitely one of the more inspirational artists here on Music Mondays when it comes to their grind, right? Offspring really put in work in 2022. From their production, their editing, their uploads, a whole lot of great stuff on Offspring's YouTube channel as well. So make sure you go check that out. But this week they submitted a TikTok, man, and the caption reads, "Everybody knows I got hang time for days, but I do have enough hang time to jump over a chair." Wait. And the caption, "Fun fact, I nailed this shot on my first try." So we got to see this shit. Okay. Yep, Look at the slow-mo. Nice touch. Yeah, now that was a good touch. Yeah, I like that. That was a good touch. Awesome. Well fucking done. Offspring. And speaking of Offspring, welcome. I hope you're well. This is a first take. I know, I was just talking about that. I was like, damn, first try. So this was fucking great, man. Oh, and it's just gonna loop for us, so this is great. So while I talk about this, man, let's just give a huge shout out to Offspring for really pushing for this kind of content and really taking it to the next level. I cannot wait to see where Offspring really goes with this. I really feel like Offspring could really do a lot with this, with their production and really taking their YouTube channel to another direction, right? Like, even while creating like new YouTube content, you could upload TikTok shorts and things like that from that YouTube content. Like, man, I'm really proud of this. This is awesome. You know what I mean? We've been reviewing Offspring's content for quite some time, and Offspring is not only a music producer, but as we know, an editor, a filmer, a writer, really just such a unique creative, and really somebody that I really wanted to keep pushing, and really proud to see Offspring really just move into this direction. I like this a lot. I really like this a lot. I will be expecting these every week. No, I'm just kidding. But this was great, man. This was great. This is exactly what I visioned, right? Like, chat, you guys know how long have I been saying this for fucking Offspring submissions? Like, oh, fucking, this would go crazy on TikTok. This would go crazy on da 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 da. I said that probably like 10 times, and now it's finally here. So I'm proud, man. This is a really, really nice touch. And with that said, this was awesome to react to, but you motherfuckers, anybody watching on YouTube, anybody in the channel, make sure you go follow Offspring Mysterious on TikTok. Offspring's probably going to be uploading like crazy on TikTok, so go show that some love, man. And of course, you can find Offspring Mysterious at Offspring Mysterious or Beats Mode on Twitter as well. Offspring is currently approaching, man, 850 followers, man. 2 followers away. 2 motherfucking followers away. So go show Offspring some love, man. Hit my TikTok, guys. Yeah, literally, go show Offspring some love, man. Keep on that grind. Thank you for the submission, homie. That was well fucking done. Well done. And I'm really, really happy to see that you took to that avenue, man. I'm really, really happy about that. So, that just about does it, man. You dropping that follow? Yeah, facts. I got you. I got you, Offspring. But that just about does it. Little short on the submissions this week, but everybody's really getting ready for Cyberfest. Everybody's really been focusing on a lot of new stuff. So, as you guys know, submissions open tomorrow for Music Mondays episode 84 as well. So if you're interested in getting featured on next week's episode, feel free to follow us on Twitter at All Music Mondays. Look out for the tweet that goes live tomorrow. Drop your links, and we'll be happy to go through your submissions for episode 84. So, we're a bit early tonight. So, I had sort of like an interesting concept that I was gonna do. And I think we could still do it. I might react to the very first episode of Music Mondays. I might react to the very first episode. So if you're in here and you want to react to the very first episode of Music Mondays with me, let's do it. And if not, huge shout out to anybody that came through, showed love tonight. We're gonna spend 10-20 minutes reacting to the first episode. We'll skip through it, we'll see what we got. But I'm gonna take a quick intermission. I'm just gonna go take a leak, and then we're gonna react to this right quick. So I'll be back in like 60 seconds, chat, if that. So like I said, huge shout out to anybody that came through tonight, showed love. You guys are amazing. Thank you. Yeah, I'll be back in 60 seconds, and then we're going to react to the very first episode of Music Mondays. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. Let's get back into this, man. So, submissions are good, and we are about to check out uh, some real legendary shit, if I do say so myself. So, I had an idea, earlier today. I had a couple episodes I wanted to react to, but what better place to start than episode 1, right? Um, we're just about 84 episodes deep, man. I've been doing the podcast for just about a year, a little over a year. It's come a long way since the original concept and everything, and the first 50 episodes are available on my personal YouTube channel. Because it was being uploaded before Music Mondays had an official YouTube channel. So, season 1, the very first 50 episodes are available on my channel. And then every other episode is available, of course, on the Music Mondays YouTube channel as well. So, let's get into this, man. Let's get into this. I want to check out the description. And I didn't even really have a description. Thoughts, comments, suggestions, new episode live Monday. Let's go, bro. This is crazy. This is crazy. So this was back when I was recording the podcast on my Xbox, and I was literally just streaming through my Xbox. Like the first, I think 30 episodes or so were through my Xbox or some shit like that. I think 30. And it started off as some light shit. Like it wasn't. I've talked about the start of Music Mondays a couple of times, but it really wasn't intended to be as detailed as it was, and the idea really came to my mind after I left a couple platforms that I was already involved in. So I was like, fuck this, I'm gonna take all my knowledge and fucking do it myself. So here we are, and this is sort of the start of it all.
Music volume's off. We don't want that copyright.
This is so funny. What the fuck?
What up, chat?
Listen to my mic.
Welcome to the first and hopefully many of episodes of Zomslay's Music Mondays. Every Monday, 9 p.m. Eastern, even though it's 9:05. But we're gonna be talking about a couple things today.
Dude, that used to be the old name of it too. It used to be Zom Slays Music Mondays. I dropped the Zom Slays part of it, I think after the first 10 episodes. Bro, I remember peeping this 3 months ago. Love seeing how it all started. No cap. Cause I'll skim through these every once in a while, but I've never actually fully took in what was going down here. Hopefully many episodes. If only you knew. Yeah, literally. What a fucking foreshadowing.
We'll just wait for people to get in here. I'm gonna tweet out the stream. I'm gonna do all that good stuff.
That is fucking funny, bro.
Should probably quote the tweet with the flyer. Sunburn, are you in the chat? How's the audio sound?
The first 3 minutes of me
Dumb
just
brain.
getting ready.
What?
I wanna see
It's not very good.
I wanna see when I start spitting the bullshit. It's right here.
My man just.
It's right here.
What the fuck? I'm a bitch. What do you mean? Oh. Really? Yeah, Google it. I wanna know. Alright, what up, stream? We're episode 1, Balls Deep, Zom Slays Music Mondays. Balls Deep. I'm chilling with Compliance Sunburn, even though you guys can't hear them, but they're here in spirit.
They're here in spirit.
Yeah, so we have a little agenda to discuss, with it being our pilot episode and whatnot. I'm also gonna deafen real quick so I don't interrupt Sunburn to comply. And okay, yeah. So what this show basically is and will be, it's gonna essentially be a weekly talk show for about an hour of me playing Skate 3 or some other regular ass game that's not really too attention drawing, and just talk about music, my music mainly, 29 Club, and maybe a little bit of the underground scene, the music scene in general, music in general, all that sort of thing. But yeah. Just got Sunburn in stream right now. He's cooling. Definitely just got hit by that fucking car. Holy shit. Bro, those sounds are always so fucked.
Yeah, they are fucked.
So bad. So what's today's date? Today is January 18th. It's 9:11 p.m. And it's a new year.
You could tell I had like no structure whatsoever. Like that's how you knew I just kind of had an idea and fucking ran with it. Like that's how you knew like the real formation of Music Mondays came like during this time. You know what I mean? I didn't just like have an idea because like I came from a very team oriented environment. You know what I mean? So like I didn't normally take on solo projects like that, but after years of doing the same thing and are really like learning and perfecting my crafts, I decided to take it by myself. And it's so funny to see that like I didn't have that, I didn't have any of that yet. You know, like so much thinking like followed this whole year, bro.
Year, January 2021. Last year is redacted currently, so we just won't even talk about that. But this year, there's gonna be a lot of new hope and a lot of new things to do, and just a fresh start for a lot of things. And it's fucking grind time, if I do say so myself. Especially for me. This will be my 4th year in the underground, yes, but like making music as well. This will be my 4th year. So it's definitely an important one. And
Now I want to play Skate 3.
I actually already have one song out, which was dropped on, I think, the 15th. Yeah, I dropped on the 15th. Lapse in Dreams. It'll be in the description of the YouTube video as well. But
I didn't put it in there. Well, I mean, my link tree was in there, so I guess it was in there.
that song was alright. It was kind of well received. I know the homies really fucked with it, but I have a lot of higher expectations for myself. And I remember in like 2018, I dropped like I think like 4 EPs and like I guess projects you could say between EPs and albums, and I don't know if it can be the same standard because the quality is a lot better than it was in 2018, 2019. So, 2021, I'm gonna try to put together multiple instrumental projects like I always used to. I built a lot of good singing. I had a nightmare, I'm sure.
I did too.
than I have
I
ever.
did
I mean-
put it out a decent amount of shit.
That's when you're really like,
Oh yeah, this quote right here, I remember saying this so long ago too, and I still tell people this.
it's gonna open a lot of eyes, and maybe some people won't like it, maybe some people will really fuck with it, but regardless, it's gonna be new and it's gonna be improved, and Rebirth is gonna be the start of like a whole new leaf, and it's gonna be great. That's for sure, and it's something you definitely won't want to miss. If you're a fan of anybody at 29. Perp, myself, Sunburn, anybody. Links to 29 Club and all that will be in the description as well. Spotify, SoundCloud, Twitter, Instagram. But yeah, quality, not quantity. And if you can do quantity, like quality, that's when you're really like, that's when you're really zooming. And I think that's really the goal, is to make really good quality shit fast. Like, you don't want to be spending hours and hours and hours on one beat, one song, one anything. So I think that's really the goal. And I think 2021 is going to be that year where not only 29 Club, but myself focuses on that, you know? I think that's
Dude.
going to be...
Such a good concept right there. Like that, it's still some shit that's very true to this day. Not that this is ancient or anything like that. It's only like a year old, but still, like, quality, quantity, man. Like that's still something very important. You know what I mean? Because you start off being able to like pump out like a bunch of music, right? And then you start getting better at your craft. Therefore, it takes you longer to create new shit. And you know, you got to find the fine balance in between creating fire shit, but also creating it in sort of like a timely manner.
I need to get out of this spot. And this is just for us, Daily State. Do here. Is there something else I wanted on one? Yes, the underground climate.
The underground climate.
I'm sure the guys will be able to touch on this for a little bit, and they'll be able to add to this conversation. But the underground climate, 2021.
Oh man.
I mean, it's January, but I guess a lot of the same 2020 vibes are carrying over. Expectedly, of course, obviously. It's not like a lot of things change, it's just mindsets change. And, with COVID, or I don't know if that word's gonna be banned on YouTube, but doesn't matter.
It was banned on YouTube for a while.
First episode. But, with COVID and everything like that, I feel like it's made music and, I guess, socializing and a lot of things really different within not only just the internet, but of course in real life too. But there was a lot of communities that were really, really tight, and that really aren't that tight anymore. And it's weird to see. I wouldn't say like sad or anything like that, because you know, people grow apart and shit. But I always think it's weird that see where the underground was, or not just the underground. I guess a lot of music scenes end up like this, but see where the underground was and where it is now. And currently, it's very dog-eat-dog right now, if you will. If you could use that
Damn, dude. Like,
phrase.
I'm not gonna lie. Watching this back now, I don't think myself really, like, pretty much everybody, I guess, really, like, understood the impact COVID really did have at first. Like, it took a while. Like, it's been 2 years, and like that's something that I don't think the independent scene has really recovered from since. It's pretty wild to think about, because like I'm talking like I didn't really like understand it back then, or like not that I didn't understand it, but I didn't like understand the scope of what that had done. You know what I mean? I was very nonchalant about it, when in reality, looking back on it, it still is like this. You know what I mean? It's just finally I applied Music Mondays in the right way, where we can start building these communities again. We can start building collectives. People start meeting new people. It starts feeling new again. And it took a while to get there, because COVID really put a fucking damper on that. And I didn't, you know, it's kind of wild to think about.
You know, it's very dog-eat-dog, or even crabs in a barrel. You could compare the two. And I think that's something that can be worked on. And it's definitely something 29 Club and myself are going to change, because we've always just wanted to, like, get ourselves straight before we start to make any major impact with what we do. Because with myself being... I had to pause. With myself being a digital manager, that's something I care about deeply, is the way we present ideas like that. In the way we can present things to you guys. And that's why some things might take a little longer, or I might do things a certain way.
Hey, I'm
or, like,
spitting.
tell
I'm
my
fucking
artist or an artist
spitting,
or
bro.
anybody to do things like this is because if it's presented in a certain way, people receive it better. So I care about that deeply with not only myself, but definitely with 29 a lot.
That's funny.
A lot.
Like I'm acting like this is like 10 years old, but it really feels like I've done so much since this, and like my mindset has like only evolved. That's really fucking crazy. That is really fucking crazy. What else do I talk about here? That's so wild, man.
What's he doing? Bourbon, Bo Bourbon, Mo Mervin. Oh yeah, I remember this spot. Used to skate this shit with my fucking homie back in like, god damn, like 2013 or some shit. It was a long time ago. That's for sure. That's for damn show.
I was very into like the solo mindset.
Man, let's just go skate around the town, man.
Let's just go skate around the town, man. This is so funny. Oh my god. Wow, bruv. I was spitting though, like you could kind of see how the ideas really led
I'm about to grind this out.
to like where we are now. You could kind of see it, honestly.
Speaking of which, I'm gonna go check if my Zetsubo game got accepted.
That's so crazy. What do I say at the end? How do I send it off? That's what I'm curious about now. It's very solo podcaster back
Not
then.
just any, you know, we're talking about just Warzone. Modern Warfare Warzone was really, really messy as it was. So when you went and slapped, this is like putting a fresh coat of paint. Yeah. No, this is like taking a rusty. Bro, swear to God, this is literally like taking a rusty car and just slapping some new paint on it. That's literally what that integration did.
Heck.
So, I mean, it kind of exploited a lot of the problems that were already going on.
I wonder if this was before or after our charity tournament.
Rebirth Island is a cool concept, though. It's just not good. Just not good, my friends.
Because the fact that we're talking about Call of Duty here, I'm curious. Definitely got to start doing some more shit like that around Music Mondays for sure. Definitely. We already are, actually. Between Green Gaming, Indie Horror Speedruns. Lots of
Alright,
different
chat.
shit.
Looks like that, just about wraps up the first episode of Zom Slay's Music Mondays. Just a little, lackluster, little chill, little vibey. This is what these episodes are gonna be. Just me ranting and me talking about shit in the underground and music and whatever chat asks me and all that good stuff. There'll be much more to come. That's for sure. It's a way to keep everybody updated, you know, and in the loop. But thank you for whoever tuned in, and thank you guys for chilling. It's been Zom Slays. You can follow myself in the description. All of my information is linked below. These will be uploaded on YouTube. You can follow Sunburn and all them. 29 Club. All them will be in the description. Later.
What a dub! What a dub! What the fuck? That was cool, man. That was fucking cool. Cause like it only grew from there. It truly only grew from there, man. Wow. Wow. That was really fucking wild. Like, and especially considering we're on Music Mondays right now. So it's like, holy shit, bro. Wow. What a fucking... That is such a trip, man. That is such a fucking trip. Actually insane, bro. Holy shit. Alrighty, chat. So, that was a trip down memory lane, but now we look forward, right? Music Mondays has come a long way. Music Mondays has really grinded, and I went through a lot of trials and tribulations with a lot of stuff since that time. So, huge shout out to anybody that has grown with the platform, supported the platform, that does support the platform. We're doing really amazing things now. Really important shit that not a lot of people understand. And important shit that we don't even like understand yet, because it's for the future, it's for the underground, it's for the community. Music Mondays is going to continue growing. Music Mondays is going to continue building this sanctuary for everybody and building a really good place to be able to show off your work for free, find people to work with for free, and really give you guys the best tools to be your best creative self. Seriously. And that's pretty much the idea behind this whole concept, right? It's why I started digital management. It's why I started writing, and it's all of it for me. So, that does it for episode 83, man. I hope you guys enjoyed. Chill episode, lots of reviews, lots of reactions, a couple tips here, there, beginning. We'll be live next week for episode 84. If you're interested in getting your tracks, art, videos, anything like that, make sure you submit tomorrow. Follow us at All Music Mondays. Pretty much on all socials. You can go to the bottom right of your screen, check that out. !MM, or you can find the link in our bio on all of our socials. Like I said, a huge shout out to anybody that came through, showed love tonight. Purge of Eden, thank you for the follow. King Mark, Offspring, anybody else that lurked and chilled, thank you. We'll be live later this month for New Workshop Wednesday, Feature Friday. Expect Cyberfest trailer later this week. Cyberfest is live next week. I think we have like one more episode before Cyberfest. Yeah, or do we? Yeah, we do. We got one more episode till Cyberfest, bitches. Oh, fuck yeah. Okay, that's exciting as fuck. I'll see you guys next week for episode 84. It's from your boys, I'm Slays. Thank you for supporting me. Thank you for supporting Music Mondays. Huge shout out to the Music Mondays staff team. Lots of good stuff coming, man. Lots of good stuff coming. Huge shout out to King Mark. Thank you for the late night chill session, my friend. I appreciate you. Cyberfest, Mark's there at Cyberfest. Come see him live. All right, chat. I'm off. Take care. Be safe. I'll see you guys next week for episode 84.